Hello students, today we'll be taking up homogeneous differential equations in this chapter, differential equations. Now, before we take up homogeneous differential equations, let us discuss what is a homogeneous equation. Now, suppose we have an expression in x and y which is such that, let's say, x4 into y plus 7x cube y square plus 3x y4 plus or minus, it could be anything, 8, let's say, y raised to power 4. So what do we observe here? Then each of the term in this expression is such that its net degree is 1. That is, if you just see here, the power of each term, it's 4 plus 1, that is 5. Here the net degree of each term, that is 3 plus 2 is 5, 1 plus 4 is also 5, and this is y raised power of 5. So again, all the terms have individual net degree as 5. Such an expression is called a homogeneous expression in x and y of degree 5 here. Now, what is so special about such an expression? That we can take whatever is the highest power, we can take y raised power of 5. Highest power not of the term but of the individual degree. Whatever is the highest degree, whatever is the degree of each term, okay, we take that common. Okay, so suppose I take out y raised power 5. What will I be left with? X by y raised power of 4 plus 7x by y raised power 3 plus 3x by y raised to the power of 1 plus 8. So what do I observe? That if I am writing this expression by taking y raised power of 5 common, I get back y raised power of 5 and into some function, let's say h of x by y. Same way, this is one way of writing it. The same way in this expression, if I take out x raised power of the degree of each term, that is x raised power 5. So what will I get? I will get, I've taken this, so I get y by x plus 7 y by x whole square plus 3 y by x whole raised power 4 plus 8 y by x whole raised power 5. So it is some other function of y by x alone, and so I can write the same expression as x raised power 5 times some function of y upon x. So in case I am given an expression in x and y which is such that each term has the net degree same, let's say net degree n. So that is, if we get an expression such that each term has net degree n in x and y, then we call it a homogeneous function in x and y of degree n, and we can write it as y raised power n some function of x by y, or we can also write it as x raised power n some other function of y by x. So such a function is called as a homogeneous expression in x and y. Now let's come to homogeneous differential equation. Now, as we are all aware, we are going to take only first order, first degree differential equations. Okay, so if we have a differential equation given to us which is such that dy, it can be written as dy by dx of some function some homogeneous function or a homogeneous function of degree n in x and y upon some another homogeneous function of degree n in x and y. Suppose we are given a homogeneous differential equation, given a differential equation of first degree first order in such a manner that we are able to express it as dy by dx is equal to some homogeneous function of degree n in x and y upon another homogeneous function of degree n in x and y. Then we say that the given differential equation is a homogeneous differential equation, and we can write it as dy by dx is equal to, we can take out x raised power common in this and I'll get some function of y by x here. So let me write, we get h times y by x here upon another from the denominator also I can take out x raised by n. I will get some another function of y upon x. This and this gets cancelled and the net result is some function of y by x, and so we conclude that this is a homogeneous differential equation. Now the same homogeneous differential equation can also be written as dx by dy is equal to, now again instead of writing it as dy by dx, I can write the same thing in the reverse manner, that is the this one goes down like here. If I call this as some, let me call it as h of x and y, and this is some capital G of x and y. So dy by dx is something like this. The same expression I can write as dx by dy is, then g comes in the numerator and h comes in the denominator, and here I can take out y raised power common, n common, and I'll be getting some function of, let's say g dash, instead of writing g dash, let me write g1 of, I get x by y upon y raised by n, I get h1, some other function h1 of, I get x by y. This gets cancelled. Ultimately, whatever I get, some quotient of two functions in x and y, and I get some function in x and y alone. Then also we say that this is a homogeneous differential equation. Now accordingly, now we have to, once we identify a differential equation to be a homogeneous differential equation, then we start solving it. So solution of a homogeneous differential equation. Now suppose we are writing it as dy by dx as some function of y by x. So first, whatever is given to us, we analyze, we write it as dy by dx equal to phi of y by x. Then put y is equal to vx, where v is some another function of x. So what we get is, we write y equal to vx, or it can be written as y by x is equal to v. Now differentiating both sides by x, we get dy by dx is equal to, first we write v into derivative of x is 1 plus x into derivative of v with respect to x. So this is 1, this is 2. Now substituting 1 and 2 in the given expression, let's call it expression 1, we get, now in place of y dy by dx, we will be writing v plus x dv by dx is equal to phi of v, and this can be, you can separate the variables, so as x dv by dx is equal to some function whatever is given to us minus v, and so we get dv over 5v minus v is equal to dx over x, which can be solved by separation of variables and then replacing v as y by x. We get the required answer. So let's do some questions to be able to understand it better. Let us take a solved example, that is example number 16. So we are taking it, so it says that x cos y upon x dy by dx is equal to y cos y upon x plus x, and we are required to solve it. Now the presence of this y by x gives us a hint that it could be a homogeneous differential equation. Okay, so let's try it out. So first step involved is solving for dy by dx. So we get dy by dx is equal to y cos y by x plus x whole upon x cos y by x. Now the next step involved is taking, now it's a, if you just see y by x is of degree 0, so we don't have to bother about this. Now basically net degree of each term in numerator as well as denominator is 1. So let's take x common from both numerator and denominator. We get dy by dx is equal to y by x cos y by x plus 1 whole upon x cos y by x. This x and this x gets cancelled, so clearly we get dy by dx is equal to this, which is a function of y by x. So it implies that given differential equation is a homogeneous differential equation. Now once we are confirmed with this thing that the given equation is a homogeneous differential equation, now we have to solve it. So now put y is equal to vx. So let's call it equation number 1. So in this, if we put y equal to vx, so we get that is dy by dx is equal to v plus x dv by dx. So so we have to put this and this in equation number 1. So what do we get? In place of dy by dx, we will be writing v plus x dv by dx is equal to, in place of wherever y by x appears, we will be writing. Now if y is equal to vx, y by x is equal to v. So we get v cos v plus 1 upon cos v. Now we have to separate the variables first. So what do we get? X dv by dx is equal to v cos v plus 1 over cos v minus v, which gives us v cos v plus 1 minus v cos v whole upon cos v. This term and this term gets cancelled. Now what we get is solving and separating the variables. We get let me first again write this expression. X dv by dx is equal to, now we are left with 1 upon cos v. Now separating the variables, we get cos v dv is equal to dx over x. Integrating both sides, we get sin v is equal to log x plus c. You can write it as log x plus log c, so that sin v comes out to be log of cx, so that we get cx is equal to e raised power of sin v. Substituting back the value of v, we get cx is equal to e raised power of sin y by x, which is the answer. Okay, so we can write it like this, or we can continue writing it in terms of sine v is equal to log of cx. Either ways we can write the solution. Now with this we can try out the various questions of the exercise 9.5. Now the exercise says that let's take up some questions. So let's take up question number 4 from the exercise. Question number 4 says x squared minus y squared times dx and plus 2xy dy equal to 0. So simply what do we do? Now first of all we will solve for dy by dx. You take it to the other side and then dy by dx will be equal to x squared minus y squared with a minus sign upon 2xy, because if you take this to the other side, this becomes negative and the denominator, the coefficient of y comes in the denominator. Clearly it's a homogeneous differential equation. Reason being, you can take out both the numerator and denominator are of degree 2 each. So we take x squared common. So what are we left with? 1 minus y by x whole squared upon. Now here we take x squared common. You are left with 2 times y by x. This and this gets cancelled, and so we get dy by dx is equal to minus of this, so which we can write y by x whole squared minus 1 upon 2y by x, which is purely a function of y by x, and hence we conclude this is a homogeneous differential equation. Now we have to solve it, so we put y equal to vx and then solve to get the result. So what do we get? Which gives us dy by dx is equal to v plus x dv by dx. Substituting, we get v plus x dv by dx is equal to v squared minus 1 upon 2v, and which can be solved by separation of variables and then integrating and substituting back v as y by x. Okay, now let's take up question number 7. Now question number 7, if you see, is similar to what I have done, solved example which I had taken, that is x cos y by x plus y sin y by x whole times y dx is equal to y sin y by x minus x cos y by x, this whole thing into x dy. Now this needs to be solved. So as you can see, first of all let's solve it as dy by dx. So what do we get? Dy by dx will be, the coefficient of y will come to the right side with x, and dx will go there. So what do we have? X cos y by x plus y sin y by x whole into y is there, whole upon x times I have y sin y by x minus x cos y by x, like this. Now let's again, if you just see the within the sine and cos, we have y by x term which is of degree 0. The only thing is we have to be bothered about the main terms which are there with sine and cos. So what do we have? The degree of each term is 1 each. So you can take out x common from this. So we get dy by dx is equal to xy. Now here what do I have? This comes out to be cos y by x plus y by x sin y by x whole upon, this is from here also I take out x common, so I get x square and then y by x sin y by x minus cos of y by x. 1x gets cancelled with this, and so I get dy by dx is equal to y by x is one term, cos y by x plus y by x times sin y by x whole upon y by x times sin y by x minus cos y by x, which we can see is purely a function of y by x, and this gives us that this is a homogeneous differential equation, and which can be solved by putting y equal to vx. So put y equal to vx, which gives us dy by dx equal to v plus x dv by dx. So substituting, we get on the left hand side we will get v plus x dv by dx is equal to, now what we get is, first is v, and then we have cos v plus v sin v whole upon, we have v sin v minus cos v, which we can see is purely a function of y on v on the other side. This can be solved further by separation of variables and then integrating and then substituting back v as y by x to get the solution. Okay, now let's take up question number 8. Now question number 8 is also similar, like it involves y by x. Let me take up something different. Let's take question number 9. Question number 9 says y dx plus x. Now here it involves log also, so that's why I want to take up one log question. Dy here, and then we have minus 2x dy equal to 0. So what we do is, though we can see that all terms individually within log we have of degree 0, so it doesn't interfere in our net degree. Individual term each is of degree 1, so it may be a homogeneous differential equation. So let's put it together. So first of all, we have to put all the dy terms together. So what do we get? X log y by x minus 2x into dy equal to 0. Now solve for dy by dx. We get minus y upon x log y by x minus 2x. Okay, and here clearly you can take out x common from both, so minus x times y by x whole upon, here I take out x common, I am left with log of y by x minus 2. This x and this x gets cancelled, and I am left with dy by dx is equal to minus y by x upon log of y by x minus 2, which is purely a function of y by x and can be solved using the various results by putting, y equal to vx. Okay, now let me take up quickly question number 10. It says that 1 plus e raised power x by y into dx plus e raised power x by y into 1 minus x by y dy equal to 0. Again, though it appears to be a homogeneous differential equation, but the terms involved here are x by y. See, all other things we can swap the positions, but even if I take e raised by x by y to the denominator, at most it will become e raised by minus x by y, but there is no way of swapping the positions of x and y in the exponential function. So instead of taking dy by dx here, we will solve for dx by dy. So let's see how. We solve for dx by dy. So what do we get? Dx by dy would be e raised minus e raised power x by y, 1 minus x by y whole upon, this goes to the denominator, 1 plus e raised power x by y. I can write it as this minus I can absorb here, so it becomes e raised power x by y, x by y minus 1 whole upon 1 plus e raised power x by y. Now this is, so clearly we get dx by dy is purely a function of x by y, and this is a homogeneous differential equation, okay, of x in terms of y. Now we substitute, instead of putting y equal to vx, we write x equal to vy, where, or let's take it as u to avoid confusion, uy, where u is a function of y. U is a function of y. Okay, so what we do is now dx by dy will be equal to u plus y into u du by dy. Substituting these two things, we will be getting, in place of dx by dy, we will be writing u plus y du by dy is equal to, then we have the right hand side, which is e raised power x by y. So e raised power of x by y will be u times x by y minus 1, that is u minus 1 whole upon, we have 1 plus e raised power of u. So this is what we have got. Now let's solve it completely. So what do we have? So y du by dy will be equal to e raised by u minus 1 upon 1 plus e raised by u minus u. Solving further, we get y du by dy will be equal to u e raised by u minus e raised by u minus u e raised by u whole upon 1 plus e raised by u. This term and this term gets cancelled, and what we get is y times du by dy is equal to, I can take minus common, I am left with e raised by u plus u over 1 plus e raised by u. Now separating the variables, we get, I'll take, because I want du and dy to be in the numerator, so I will keep du here, take dy here, and the terms involving y also here. So what do I get? 1 plus e raised by u upon u plus e raised by u into du is equal to minus dy over y. Now clearly if I put this as t, this becomes dt, and so when you integrate, you get log of u plus e raised by u is equal to minus log y, and then the constant also we write as log c, and it gets solved to log of u plus e raised by u is equal to log of c upon y. Now removing the log, we get u plus e raised by u is equal to c upon y. Now replacing or substituting back u as x by y. So what do we get? The answer as x by y is equal to e raised by x by y is equal to c upon y, and solving we can get, this is plus here. So solving we get x plus y e raised by x by y is equal to c, and or you can write the answer as y e raised by x by y is equal to c minus x, or it can be solved as y is equal to e raised by minus x by y c minus x, which is the answer. Okay, now let's just quickly take one more question, which is a particular solution, and then we'll be done. You can do similar questions on your own. Now let me take up question number either 13 or 14, any one of them. So let me take up question number 13. Okay, now 13 says that x sine squared y by x minus y dx plus x dy is equal to 0. So x sine squared y by x minus y dx is plus x dy equal to 0, and it is given that y equal to pi by 4 when x equal to 1. So we have to solve it clearly since the initial conditions are given to us. So it means that we'll get a particular solution, not the general solution. So let's start working. The term y by x indicates that it may be a homogeneous differential equation of y in terms of x. So let's solve for dy by dx. So what do we get? Dy by dx is equal to, take it to the other side, we will get x sine squared y by x minus y with a minus sign upon x. Now taking x common and even minus sign absorbing the minus sign inside, so what do we get? I get x y by x minus sine squared y by x upon x. This and this gets cancelled, and what I get is dy by dx is equal to y by x minus sine squared y by x, which is a function of y by x alone, which gives us, it is a homogeneous differential equation. Now let's solving, we get so what do we get? Put y equal to vx, so that dy by dx is equal to v plus x dv by dx. So substituting, we get v plus x dv by dx is equal to, now here in place of y by x we'll put v plus sine squared v. Now what do we get? This v and this v gets cancelled, and separating the variables we get dv over sine squared v is equal to dx over x. So what do we get? This is cosec squared v dv equal to dx over x. Okay, now integrating, we get log sine x equal to log x plus log c we can write, or we can get sin x equal to cx. Now we put the initial condition, so we'll get log of sin x equal to log of cx, which gives us sin x equal to cx. Now substituting the value of v, we get sine of y by x is equal to cx. Okay, now we have to put the initial conditions. So the initial conditions are that when x equal to 1, y equal to pi by 4, and so we get sine of, now y is pi by 4, so we get pi by 4 and x is 1, so sine of pi by 4 equal to c into 1, which gives us the value of c is 1 by root 2, and this gives us, on substituting, we get sine y by x is equal to x upon root 2, or this can be written as x is equal to root 2 sine y by x. Either ways you can write the answer, or we can even solve it as y is equal to sine inverse x by root 2, and this x goes here and this becomes the answer. Okay, so on this line we are proceeding in this manner, we can do the all questions based on homogeneous differential equations. Thank you.